Okay, Aquarius Rising for June 2013. Right, we have Mars and the Sun moving in your 5th house this month. The 5th house is the house of affairs of the heart and love given, children, sport, hobbies, entertainment, and individual creativity. And this is going to be a fun time for you at this time. You're going to be very into sport at this moment in time, one would imagine, or doing your hobbies, or having good and fun times with your lover. The odd argument may well come up, but there's plenty of passion here as well, so that can compensate quite a bit, I would imagine. Children may be very enthusiastic at the moment. They may get you a little bit upset because of their boisterous behaviour, so keep an eye on that. And other than that, if you're creative, fantastic time to go out and make things and do things. Venus and Mercury move into your 6th house, and this is a time where you'll be very much focused on service and detail right now. Mercury in this house really does focus on the little things, the important things, and in your work you'll be very focused to get everything exactly right. With Venus there as well, then relationships with co-workers will be really good, and you should be able to have a better time, a better month at work, and things should run pretty smoothly. One thing about health here, there's a bit of a balance going on here, because Mercury likes to be very precise with your diet, and yet Venus says, to hell with it, I'm going to go and have something nice to eat, something sweet, something fattening. And you may well, if you're on some sort of health regime, you might find it rather difficult to keep it going. Okay, we move on to Neptune, which is moving retrograde this month. It moves retrograde on the 7th of June. Neptune, when it moves retrograde, brings in a chance to review things which are not going quite to plan. And Neptune at this moment in time is moving in your 2nd house, your 2nd house of money, and you might find that your financial situation is maybe not as stable as it could be. There could be some confusion there, and this Mercury retrograde period will allow you to focus a little bit on these sort of things. Neptune in this house doesn't want to be attached to possessions or money, and if you become too attached to them, then Neptune will release you from those things. So you have to be able to live as best you can, that is, on the means that you have, and don't try to ask for more, because if you do, Neptune will take it away from you. I move on to the new moon, which is a day later on the 8th of June, 8 Gemini, again in that 5th house, and this is going to be a fabulous time for socialising, going out and having a really good time. Just go out and meet people. You never know, you might meet somebody special. Mercury, Venus and the Moon make a conjunction on the 10th, 11th and 12th of this month in Cancer, and that is part of a grand water trine connecting up with Saturn and also with Neptune. We also have at the same time a T-square forming, and that triple conjunction makes an opposition to Pluto and squares onto Uranus. So a lot of energy going on here. There is going to be focus at work, certainly, and with people you deal with on a regular basis. And there's also going to be a focus on health too. And you will want to move things forward and progress because of the T-square. There's tension here. And that tension comes and change and potential to move things forward comes through Uranus in Aries in your 3rd house. So you'll be able to promote new values and new ideas out to the rest of the world in communication. You may well want to use computers or new technology now to move yourself forward. That would be a really good thing for you to do. By the same token, those sort of things may well break down. You might have traffic problems, or then again you might get yourself a new car, who knows? but certainly you're going to find that there is impetus to move things forward now, with Uranus being at the point of this T-square. On the 16th and 17th of June, the Sun and Jupiter make a conjunction in Gemini at the 25 to 27 degrees of that sign. Again in that 5th house of yours, and here is a chance to really expand your creativity, to expand your capacity to love, and you can be really generous to the person you do love as well. This is a great time for going and buying a concert ticket or whatever, and really treating the one you love, and also your children as well. It's a chance to be very generous to your kids. We have a full moon on the 23rd of June, and this occurs at 2 degrees Capricorn. Now, Capricorn rules your 12th house of solitude, of suffering, of escapism, and for working behind the scenes, so to speak. And this might be a time towards the end of the month where you just want a couple of days to be by yourself, not to be bothered by anybody, to be able to gather your thoughts and have a little spiritual time for yourself. Finally, Mercury moves retrograde at the end of this month on the 26th of June. It starts to move backwards, and Mercury does work through your 6th house here, Aquarius. So there might be problems in communication with people at work now. Things might not go as you might think. Certainly your health might take a little bit of a turn as well. So keep an eye on that, certainly. And please try and be very careful about all the details that you do at work, because you may make mistakes and that will cost you. Thanks a lot. That's the update for Aquarius for June 2013.